Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm making I'm gonna say a not so simple dish because it's just time consuming. It's not that it's not simple, it's just time consuming. I'm making arroz con dulce or rice pudding. So just to give you a heads up of what we're gonna be using is in this pot I have short or medium grain rice that I have been soaking since last night. Okay, we're gonna be straining this. We also have a mixture of brown sugar, and I'm using light because I didn't have dark. I prefer dark brown sugar. I'm using 1 cup of white sugar and half a cup of brown sugar. A cup of raisins. We're going to be using 1 can of evaporated milk, and we're going to be using approximately 5 cans of coconut milk. In here, I've got some ginger. It's to your liking, so in there about this much of a piece, cut into pieces. I have around between 10 and 12 cloves of what is it? Cloves, whole cloves. And we have 5 cinnamon sticks. So this is what we're going to be using to start this off. So first off, I am going to be making a tea. Now, a lot of people make this tea by just using water, but I'm going to actually do it using the 2 first milks. Okay, so we're going to get this started. So in my pot, I'm going to add 1 can of coconut milk for right now. This is just to begin. And 1 can of evaporated milk. Set that aside. We're going to add our sugar. We're going to add our spices. And we're going to add some salt. This, on the other hand, we're going to keep it in a bowl. And we're going to put some water, hot water, to reconstitute it. So in here, I'm also adding some salt. Approximately 1 teaspoon or so. I'm going to kind of eyeball it. So that much. A lot of people say, why do you add salt to it? Because you have to. Because you need the salt to help balance the flavors. Now we're just going to give this a stir. And what we're going to do is I'm going to put this over a medium heat. Once it comes to a boil, I'm going to lower the heat to low. And I'm going to allow this to steep for about 15 minutes or so. Okay, so in this pot, I added my rice. I strained it and added my rice. And I also added 2 cans of coconut milk. Now, to the previous mixture, I added another can of coconut milk and just a handful of flaked coconut. And I let that steep. Now we're going to bring this over to the heat and start cooking this on medium, like if it was a risotto. So we're going to let this come to a boil, a simmer boil, and stirring constantly. And little by little, we're gonna start adding our tea that we are going to strain. I will show you the steps in a minute. So we bring it to a heat, and we're gonna let this is at medium. We're gonna let this start to warm up. We want to keep stirring because we want to make sure that the rice, doesn't mean you have to be on here the whole time, but you want the rice not to stick. So we're just going to zigzag around, make sure that the rice is not sticking. And we're going to continue cooking until you're going to see a little bit of the milk already evaporate. And then we're going to start adding by the ladle, see if you guys can see, our tea mixture, which is in here. Just keep it warm. So you're going to do this like risotto. So you want to keep this warm. So we're going to return it on, and we're going to keep it at a simmer just to keep it warm. And that's what we're going to do. So now it's just the point of keeping an eye out on what we're doing. And I will show you guys what we do in a second. So as you can tell, it started to evaporate already. So we continue. We add 1 or 2 ladles And we continue stirring and cooking. And this process is going to go on and on until your rice is cooked. Nice and tender. You might have to add some water or some milk, or maybe some even more coconut milk. It all depends on how creamy you want it. So we just keep stirring and doing this and doing that until we're done with it. So at this moment, I'm adding my reconstituted raisins, and I'm gonna give it a stir. All my liquid is inside. I'm still at low temperature. And you can tell automatically it's really creamy and beautiful. This is almost where we want it. It is completely creamy. Now we're gonna continue to cook it a few more minutes. And if I think the rice is not tender enough, my goodness, my dogs, then I'm going to add a little bit more liquid to it. So for now, we're gonna continue to cook for a little while longer. So my arroz con dulce is ready. Now, just to make it a little slightly coconuttier, I'm gonna add just a handful of coconut flakes. You can toast these, but I don't want to give it extra color. So this is our rice pudding. Okay, rice pudding. Now to finish it, we want to do a quick drizzle of cinnamon. And then just to make it a little bit more decorative, you can either top it here with a cinnamon stick. And this, my people, it is rice pudding. Now, to go over really quickly the ingredients, which I most likely will post, it is 2 cups approximately of short to medium grain rice, which you will have soaked overnight in water. Around 4 to 5 cans of coconut milk, about the 13.5 ounce can, approximately 14 ounces. I used 1 can of evaporated milk plus 1 can of the evaporated milk water. I used 5 cinnamon sticks, about 12-13 cloves of garlic. Not garlic, sorry, scratch that, cloves. Jesus. Whatchamacallit, whole cloves, not garlic, God. Anyways, around a teaspoon, or about this big of a chunk of ginger, about a teaspoon of salt, a cup and a half of 1 cup of regular sugar, 1 cup of brown sugar, a cup of raisins. Then I used a handful of shredded coconut, and that is it. There is my arroz con dulce, or rice pudding. This is flavored in coconut rice pudding, or coconut arroz con dulce. Anyways, thanks for watching. This is Lala here at Maddie's Puerto Rican Kitchen, and please give me a like, subscribe, share with your friends. Thank you for watching. God bless you. We will see you guys on the next video. Bye.